talk about the three characters, and they all started in the same place, and they all take different paths to kind of remain strong within themselves. You talk about how you see that happening in life yourself.
Yeah, so, well, I mean, I can definitely relate to these characters because similar things happen to me. I think I can totally relate with every single one of them. Like, say, Marcus, for instance. I didn't, go through the necessarily the same level of violence that he did, but I went through the same choice. I was the guy hanging out on the corner drinking beers with my friends and things like that, and one day that wasn't enough for me, and I wanted to go to college. And I remember the day I told my friends I wanted to go to college, and it was, "You want to go to college?" And it was, and I chose to go anyway, regardless of the peer pressure. "Oh, here's the college guy," and da-da-da. And, every time you come, "I see you now, you saying a new word that I don't know." And it was all kinds of peer pressure like that. But, I think in life, anytime you're doing something like that, you follow your heart and you stay true to you. And as long as you believe in what you're doing, you just do it. So but at the same time, I went to college, and even though I loved the people that I was with and I loved the neighborhood and everything like that, there's a separation that occurs when you do something like that. And I found out later on that it wasn't them that changed, it was me that changed. And because, I went to college, and that makes a change in a person. And for me, it was for the good, but at the same time, I had, people in the neighborhood you get resentment now because you left, and now you think you're better than I am. And to me, that kind of represents Marcus, the leaving of the neighborhood, and then coming back later on, but then people misinterpreting him as an individual because he left, and saying, "Oh, you left so you think you're better than us." And it was like, no, I left because I was trying to find myself. And that's kind of where Marcus is. And he ends up having a resentment towards guys in the neighborhood because they don't understand him now, and even though he still feels a part of that neighborhood. So that's one of the things with the characters that really resonate with me.
It's interesting. And is it almost like that those characters are not sure where they really fit in because they're kind of caught where they did kind of leave that situation, but then it's hard maybe going to that new world because those people didn't have to deal with some of the things that they had to deal with, so they don't quite understand?
You captured Detective Morgan. That's Detective Morgan, because he was a vice cop, and he worked undercover for a long time at gang detail and things like that. And he, at the point in the film, he's making a transition from that to missing children's. And he got transferred there because he was because he has resentment towards gangbangers. He was taking out his anger on them. So he would do stuff at night, pull over a guy and beat him up. And he ends up I don't want to give away the full story, but he ends up getting in the doghouse, and now he has to get transferred to the missing children department. And he's going through a transition there where he doesn't feel like he fits in. After all of the years of being a cop, now he doesn't fit in what he's doing, and he's also in the crossroads. So it's basically like these three guys who are in the crossroads. They've got baggage that they have to put down in order to move forward in their lives.